it's safe to say that your girl is now a licensed cosmetologist. Like that T. Yes, yes. Put some respect on good name. Yes, I am now officially a licensed cosmetologist. Yeah, girl, you did that. Matter of fact, let me not do all of that because I did not do that. God did it. So one question that I get asked very frequently is, why did I choose cosmetology? Honestly, I feel like I did not choose cosmetology, but cosmetology chose me. Saying that to say, even though I love doing hair, I love doing makeup, I love the beauty industry and majority of what it represents, um, you know, there's so much more that I wanted to do with my life, and I did not look at cosmetology as a door that would open up other doors for me in life, for me to be able to do all the things that I wanted to do. So it was not something that I was like super passionate about, in the sense where I have so much vision, so much goals for myself in life, and I never wanted to limit myself to just one thing. So even though I am passionate about cosmetology and what it represents, I never wanted to just limit myself to that. So I did not think of having a career in cosmetology, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all how my journey started. Ever since I was a child, I've been really passionate about fashion and beauty. Like, that is the thing that I am the most excited about outside of my family. But yeah, that is the thing that I am the most excited about. Even with my family, I love to style my kids, dress them up, fix them up. Like, I love to do stuff like that. Like, I'm very passionate about that. But it all started for me as a child, as a toddler. I was just passionate about dressing up my dolls, giving them hairstyles, making clothes for them, like just doing the most, you know. The reason I would say cosmetology chose me is because I remember as a teenager in Jamaica, my classmates and we did like a summer program where everyone applied to get summer jobs in like offices, like post offices, tax offices and stuff like that, police stations. And I was so excited about that. I really wanted that opportunity to work in a reputable establishment, and just start off my career somewhere, being like a receptionist or something, because that is something that I do extremely well. So I always thought like that would be something that I was going to end up doing. Unfortunately, I did not get through. Maybe I was the only one who did not get through out of the group. I don't know if other persons didn't get through, but I know say out of all of my friends them and me alone never get through, my love. I did heartbroken. Yeah, I was very, very heartbroken. Usually every summer I would go to visit my mom in St. Martin. So that summer I was like, okay, I'm gonna just stay in Jamaica and do the summer job, but me never get through. So I went to St. Martin to spend time with my mom. I was very, very disappointed and heartbroken because I really wanted to get into the working industry at a young age, like to prepare myself as a young adult and thing, you know. So when I went to St. Martin, my mom and my stepdad, they went to a beauty salon and got me a job. I was so very excited to finally get a job, but me never really excited say it was a salon, because there was like a stigma against, you know, being a hairstylist. Like, how do I put it? It's like, once it's not a government job, people kind of look at it like it's not all that. So when I went into the salon, I did not, it wasn't a situation where I was so proud to be there. I feel like I would have felt prouder if I was like working in a police station, or if I was working at the fire station or something like that. I feel like that would have been like, at my age, it would have been something that I would want to brag about and say, oh yeah, I work at the fire station, I work at the police station. You know, I feel like that. I feel like there was a stigma against persons who worked in the beauty industry, because a lot of times persons will look at it like it's not necessarily a career, you know, like it's not a career where parents would be excited for their kids to pursue, you know. I feel like that was my experience growing up, because I feel like I've always had the passion, the drive, the talent to be a part of this industry. And like my family knew how talented I was. They knew how passionate I was about you know, the things that I'm doing right now. And I just felt like no one encouraged me to pursue cosmetology as a career. Also in high school, after having the experience in the salon, I actually wanted to pursue cosmetology. That is what I wanted to do. In high school, I spoke to a family member about it, and you know, they just made it seem like it was one of the worst things I could have wanted to do. They made it seem like I had no ambition. Like, why would you want to do hair? You know, why would you want to do all of the things that I was expressing to them that I wanted to do? So they just made it seem like it was degrading for me to want to go in that direction. So I just never pursued my goal in becoming a cosmetologist, because, you know, just the stigma that was there towards cosmetologists. Things and time has changed a lot, and one thing that I would want to say to parents, as a parent, being around my kids all the time, I get to witness their passions, their strengths, their weaknesses, and what they love to do. And my kids are very small, and I can already see the things that they are passionate about, and I can see what they're passionate about, and I encourage, I pour into, and I support whatever it is that they are passionate about. And I know they're still very young, and eventually they're gonna get older, and maybe their passions will change or whatever it is. But I feel like as parents, it is so important for us to guide our kids, support them, encourage them, um, lead them in the direction where you think that they will succeed. Lead them in the direction where not just succeed financially, but succeed and be happy. You know, be happy, be content. Don't just encourage your kids to do something that you think is best for them. Like, you know your children, you know their strengths, you know their weaknesses. Don't force them to do something that you think is more acceptable by society, rather than supporting them and encouraging them to do what they are most passionate about. Because I feel like God creates all of us to thrive in different areas, and I feel like this is the area that God created me to thrive in. And you know, last year when I started talking to God about the direction in which he wanted me to go, what he wanted me to do, what he was going to use me for, and he led me down this path, I started to see cosmetology in a whole different light, and I could not be more proud. I could not be more, I don't even know the words to use, but it's like when you find your purpose, when you find your purpose and you are fulfilling your purpose, it is just a different feeling. And I know that this is my purpose. I know that this is what God created me for. I know that this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I was created to do. And it is just, I am just so extremely grateful that this is what I get to do. I followed my dreams. I am pursuing the things that I love to do. Cosmetology is a stepping stone for me to go in many different directions that I want to go, you know. And I'm so grateful that God gave me the vision, gave me the instructions on how to do everything that I am about to do, you know. And so one of the reasons why I decided to pursue a career in cosmetology is because of the flexibility that it provides for me as a mother. Majority of persons who knows me knows that one thing that I do not have is a lot of support when it comes on to my children as a parent. Like, unfortunately, in case of an emergency, I do not have a lot of persons that I can call on to help in any situation when it comes on to my kids. Career-wise, it's been very challenging finding a job that provides the flexibility, you know, and not just the flexibility, but also provides the opportunity for me to make decent amount of money at the same time, because there are jobs out there that that provides the flexibility for you to work around your kids schedule, and but it's very complicated. There are times when I'm in school and I have to leave because something happened. um you know, my kids aren't well, I cannot go in. Like, stuff happens, life happens, and not every job is understanding. And for me, I do not have a strong support system to fill in when I am not able to. So my kids have to depend on me and rely on me to be there, and because of that, it is very hard for me to commit to a job where I do not have a lot of flexibility. So with this career, I'm my own boss. I manage and control my time. You know, if there is a situation with my kids, I can say, okay, you know, I'm not able to work today. Like, I control my time. Let me repeat that. let me let me repeat that. I control my time, clock that, and that is what's important to me.